Hi, Luke. So lovely to see you. Sorry we couldn't see each other at Spiel, but I know you didn't come to Spiel. Um, uh, you missed a lot. It was a very nice show. Very busy, but anyway, it was.
I see.
We interviewed Matthew at Spiel, and now it's your turn. We can try to interview
Yeah,
now.
nice to meet you.
So yeah, lovely to meet you. Thanks for agreeing to do this, and congratulations on the International Gamers Award
Thank
for
you.
Best Two-Player Game. Uh, you will be receiving a plaque soon from us,
Yeah,
a very
yeah,
attractive plaque.
thank you.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask you, if I may, what can you maybe tell us a little bit about the history of the design of the game? Because it's very different to any other two-player game. It's cooperative. The theme is very embedded in the game. So tell us a little bit about how
Yeah.
you designed it.
Um, yeah. SkyTeam was creating during the first lockdown in France. It wasn't so much cooperative at first because I work on it alone. So I have some other mechanics to test it alone. Uh, He was created for his theme. The first is I have a French friends that is passionate about flying, aviation, and so on. And whole his family worked in aviation, and it's by thinking about these friends that I create the game. I want to speak and exchange with him during the lockdown, so I think why not a game about that? So the first things was to understand flying, the mechanics, the physics, the the cockpit, and so on.
Uh-huh.
And I had the chance to make some video, some interview with his father, who was a former pilot of Concorde. So
Whoa.
I learned very much, and it's very fascinating to talk about that.
Yeah.
So the first step was to create the cockpit, and it was quite fast, quite easy. The modules, the different modules, were very easy to create, but the big part was after that to create the different airport and the different approach. And here is lots of works on that part.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah.
So first step was the game, the cockpit, and then when the lockdown was off, when I meet some other friends and some other designers, we work on the cooperation, and we create this two-player with not so much discussions to create the interaction between
Yeah.
the two player and create the cooperative part.
Yeah. And I suppose that it's obvious that it's two players because you have a pilot and a co-pilot. So you weren't going to have a game with four players, for example.
Yeah, the idea, the start is the theme and the feeling about these two pilots, the tension, the stress, the complicity, the responsibility, and the responsibility, the points I want that the two player have their responsibility, not a leader that will say put your dice here and put mine there.
Yeah.
So this communication stop was a key
Yes, exactly.
to give both players a responsibility and the tension when they play the dice.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting. And did you have the dice mechanic early on in the game? The use of dice to decide the different
Yeah,
ranges and so on? Yeah.
yeah. From the start, I had the different modules and dice mechanic as main mechanic, uh, dice placement or it's what
Yeah.
worker placement with die.
With
But
dice.
that's come after is the communication and no communication between the
Yeah.
two player. But the dice mechanic and the different modules are there from the start.
Okay. And then, so once you had a good game prototype, then how did you end up doing something with Scorpion Musket? Because they are based in Canada, right? And you're based in
Yeah, yeah, I am in France and they are
Yep.
in Canada, but it was during the lockdown, so I can't meet no one in festival. So I send my prototype by email, by video, and Christian, it was a former
in LeMay. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
builder of Scorpion Masqué, leader of Scorpion Masqué,
Yeah.
test it, and I remember he said to me, "We lost each time, but we want to play again." So that's a good point. We want to play again. And he was it was during his holidays, and 3 times a week during his holidays we make 1-2 hours speaking about the game, about what could be the project. So I feel from the start that he was interested.
Enthusiastic. Yeah, 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 yeah. He's a nice guy, and
Yeah. Oh
uh,
yeah.
yeah, he has good judgment.
It's-
Okay, so okay, and then how long ago? So that would have been in 2021, maybe when you got the game started with them.
2020 or 2021, I don't remember.
Okay,
Maybe
when did it came out?
2020.
Okay, so you had a
Yeah.
few years and then
Yeah, and so the bases are here, but with the Scorpion Masqué, we work on accessibility. What could be the different scenarios,
mhm.
from a very easy one to very hard one for every player has something to hit,
Yeah,
and that was a huge work about these 21 scenarios,
yeah,
to find the great difficulties, to have different steps,
mm.
not a campaign. You don't have to make the 3 to start the 4. It's
Yes,
open. It's a sandbox.
yeah,
So
yeah,
there is a lot of work on it. And in the same way, lots of work on the rules to make them accessible, lots of illustration, simplify some rules.
yeah,
That was the real work with the Scorpion Masqué, yes, on the accessibility of the box of the scenarios.
yeah. Very good, very good. Well, it's been a big success, and I saw at Spiel that you have a new expansion as well. So
Yeah, Turbulence. Turbulence is coming in
Fabulous.
in few weeks. Yes,
Yeah.
it
So they
should
had,
be at Essen.
yeah, it was at Essen. They had
Yeah,
copies there, so you could buy them, as far as I remember.
yeah.
So that's tell us a little bit about the expansion because people may be interested to buy it.
The idea from the Scorpion was to make something not something cheap, not another big box, and
Yeah,
something that goes into the first box.
yeah,
So we work on small modules and small rules. Two new rules are about how you launch your dice, and you don't have anymore your 4 dice at the start of the game, at
right.
the start of the round. So sometimes you reroll, sometimes you only see 2 of them. And other new module is the alarm module, and some module of the cockpit are break down by some problems, and you have to repair them before the end of the round to use them. For instance, my radio is off,
Yeah.
and
Okay.
you have to help me with your die to repair my radio so I can use it.
Okay. Wow. That sounds
And
scary.
some of the scenarios inside are also real one.
Hmm.
We have a look about what uh, not catastrophe but catastrophe avoid
Yes.
was in aviation, and we put some of them in the box for
Oh,
new
wow.
scenarios.
Oh, wow. Interesting. Wow. Is the Hudson River one in there then?
Sorry.
They made a film with Tom Hanks, didn't they, about the pilot who landed on the Hudson River?
uh
Yeah. Yeah.
yes, but there is a problem of rights.
Yeah.
We
Okay.
don't have rights. We think about this one,
Yeah.
but there is some rights behind that,
Yes.
so we can't use all the
I
all
use
the
the story.
scenarios we want.
Okay. Okay. Okay, sounds good. So thanks ever so much, and congratulations once again.
Thank
Tell
you.
tell me, do you have anything planned that we should look out for? Another game, for example, or are we
Ah,
waiting for the pandemic first?
to be honest, Sky Team take me a lot of time these past years,
Yeah.
so I have few prototypes that I try to find some publisher, but I
Yeah,
have to recreate now to work on Sky Teams, other Sky Teams, or
yeah,
and other games.
yeah.
So I have
Okay.
to go on that.
So it's in the planning, but you don't have anything solid yet.
So,
Yeah.
some things, but I
Okay.
work on it.
Okay. All right. Well, listen, thanks ever so much for taking the time to talk to me. And, really well done on the game. It's a great game. Lots and lots of people enjoy it. And it's, I think it's innovative, and that's why it's done so well. And certainly for us at the International Gamers Award, it was the obvious winner of the award, way ahead of everybody else. Because it's so enjoyable and so special. So thanks a lot for doing the game, and I wish you luck for the future with your other games.
Yeah, thank you, Simon. It was a pleasure. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.